Palmer with Mercy, Mercy Me on My Radio 102.5. It is 7:45 in the morning, and we have a guest with us this morning. We have a New York Johnny with us in the studio. He's trying to get himself together here. It's all good.
Thanks, Tonya. Tonya!
Yeah, Johnny,
sorry.
I'm like, come on, buddy. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
No way, thank you. Thank you, Nicole, for having me. This
course.
is a big deal to me, and I really appreciate it.
Well, we really appreciate you being here. Now, we've prefaced it just a little bit. We mentioned you, first of all, the event is happening tomorrow night at Mix.
Yes,
correct? You are guest bartending. In case you don't know who New York Johnny is, you need to get out a little bit here in Moscow.
Yeah, everybody knows who he is.
He serves up some mean brats here in Moscow Friday, Saturday nights.
Onions.
So, okay, it's the New York style. I'm not a big fan of onions, but you make me like them. I'll tell you that much. You are guest bartending at Mix to raise money for Feel Good Foundation. The foundation's purpose, I'm just going to read this off the little flyer I've got, is to spread awareness and educate the public about the catastrophic, if I can read this. Let's start over, shall we?
Yeah, take a breath.
The foundation's purpose, the Feel Good Foundation, is to spread awareness, educate the public about the catastrophic health effects on 9/11 first responders, and to relieve the financial burden that comes along with those effects for each individual hero. Now, the reason you're here is your father is one of those heroes. He was a 9/11 first responder.
That is correct.
And he is suffering some health effects, and we're hoping to raise some money and help.
Sure.
Is
yeah,
that?
He is as many as just like thousands of others who showed up there. He's been going through, for years. He's like a lab rat.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Now, something that I will admit.
And I mean, lab rat, like he's not a scientist, but
no, he's
he'd go through
being
testing all
poked
the
and
time.
prodded
Yeah,
and
poked and prodded.
trying to diagnose his illnesses and solve the problems and
they
cure
found
the
like
ailments.
blood cancer. They found spots on his liver, spots on his kidneys, high proteins in his blood and urine.
These are all
in his
effects
bone marrow.
from just being in all the dust debris and all the
Exactly.
breathing in all that crud that was down on the 0 ground there at 9/11. What an amazing man. Your father, is he a firefighter or was he just there at the
He's
time?
a merchant Marines,
Okay.
and he was actually one of them. My father was originally, he built the World Trade Center.
That is amazing.
So at the end of his career, to help clean it up was heartbreaking
Heartbreaking.
for a son to watch your father go through that. But my father was actually merchant Marines, and he ran tugboats, and that's the quickest way they got the debris off the island and brought it to the forensic science lab and the first morgue. They'd load up his barges and they'd bring it from Manhattan to Fresh Kill landfill, and that's where they had up. That's where they dig through all the all the rubble, all the dust, and looking for pieces of body,
Right,
to
survivors
identify people,
and right.
and also find out like what caused the planes have anything on it. So
Wow. I can't even imagine, honestly. And it's been 10 years since it happened.
This September will be 10 years.
And it's I don't want to sound heartless. For those of us who maybe don't have people directly affected, I think
Sure.
it's easy to forget.
It
And
is.
I am very grateful to have you here and remind me everyday heroes are all around us.
They are.
When we were off air kind of talking about things, you were mentioning that there were construction workers and teachers and people who stopped what they were doing when 9/11 happened and ran to find out what's happening. They are suffering from some of these health effects along with your father.
Sure. No,
things.
correct. The gentleman, John Field, who started the Feel Good Foundation, he had a construction company, and they went down there, left every job they were doing, ran down there to help looking for to recover people,
survivors
help
and
find,
stuff. Sure.
for survivors. And he was injured. He was injured on I believe like day 5 into it.
Okay.
I-beam fell on him, and he ended up getting half his foot amputated.
Wow. In
but-
his rescue efforts,
in his
he
rescue
lost
efforts,
a foot.
and then he had a hard time getting medical coverage, and that's why he started this foundation, because he said, wow, if it's look at the trouble I'm going through.
Look at these good Samaritans trying to help out, and then
Sure.
you're not getting the backup that you need.
Exactly. So then he started this foundation. He became a voice, for all these people who are down there trying to help out, all these responders, whether, the first responder encompasses so much, from a firefighter to someone like my father, to even like the Con Ed electricians who had to go down there and shut power off. To,
Sure.
I mean, there's my cousin Nick, he's suffering now. And I only found this out, years ago. Wow, my cousin Nick, I had no idea that he's sick too.
Wow.
And he's in his Nicholas is now, he has to be, let me do the math.
Right. Think real quick, count with your fingers.
He was in his mid to late 20s when it happened, so
So
right
he's
now
maybe-
he's early 30s.
Right,
Yeah.
I was going to say, okay. Wow.
And I was like, are you kidding me? This young, and he's being forced to retire, and because of his sicknesses and his illnesses?
So, if we wanted to help, one way that we can help here in Moscow is
Sure.
we can come to Mix tomorrow night,
Yes.
and we can have a good time. See you, of course, and Dustin. Is Dustin going to be?
Dustin, he's the gentleman who
Is he your cohort in crime?
He's my sidekick. You
Nice.
can find him and I down there on Friday and Saturdays.
Very nice.
Down there, he basically right now we've been getting so busy and become so popular that it's easier for me to just be banging out the hot dogs and brats and him to take the photos and cash. And he's
Nice.
a great guy. I mean, if you haven't met Dustin, man,
I'll be meeting him
he's
tonight.
really personable and everyone loves him. Now just as many people, if not more, come down to see him.
Uh-oh, Johnny. Dustin's out doing it again?
He is. He goes to U of I, so he has a real, he has a lot of close friends there.
Very nice.
But we'll be down. This is the best thing you can do.
That's
I
what
mean,
I
there's
was-
no reason why the line shouldn't wrap around East Side like 3 times. Because we
Uh-huh.
have firefighters in this town. We have police officers in this town. We have EMT, paramedics in this town. These are people these are your first responders. These
Yes.
are your heroes right here.
Yes.
And you should do everything you can. There's not a reason. There's no reason why you can't stop, even if you're not going in to buy a drink.
Sure.
Stop in and run in and drop 50 cents in a donation jar.
Right, I was
There's no
gonna say-
reason at all why you can't do that.
I absolutely agree, Johnny. You summed it up very good. These are all our local heroes that we're trying to help. All these people here do the same things that all heroes do throughout our nation and
Sure.
communities everywhere. So 20% of the proceeds will be going to the Feel Good Foundation tonight.
Correct.
So, or tomorrow night. Sorry, tomorrow night. Thank you,
Yes.
Nicole. I'm all excited. I'm ready to go now. So tomorrow night at Mix, April 20th, from 6 to 8 p.m., you can find New York Johnny and Dustin. They will be guest bartending, raising funds for Feel Good Foundation. So make sure you check them out. Are you going to do any brats?
No,
We'll have to wait Friday night for those.
Yeah, we were thinking about it, but we figured, it has to be. This is basically.
No, it is.
It's an event, and they want to stay focused, and also I have no one to run the cart. I got to
Yeah.
be inside, so I think.
Fair enough. You can hear about the brats tomorrow. Make
We
sure you
are.
check out the drinks. You got T-shirts?
We got a couple of T-shirts that we are selling. We only got a limited number, so
Okay.
people who do donate or want to buy a T-shirt,
How much are the donations for the T-shirts?
The T-shirts are $25.
Okay.
50% of them go to
The
Feel
proceeds.
Good Foundation.
Perfect, okay.
Say New York Johnny on the front, and on the back says honoring America's heroes.
Perfect. So make sure
Yeah,
you come
pretty
check that
sweet.
out. It's going to be kind of a first come, first serve basis.
First come, first served. There's only a limited number of them.
Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at Mix, New York Johnny and Dustin, they will be guest bartending. Yeah, raising funds for the Feel Good Foundation. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Nicole.
Of course.
We really appreciate it. Make sure you stick around here on my radio. We're running a little late, 7:54, but we're going to tell you what's going on with the weather next. Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, that was
Sweet.
perfect. Good job.
Very heartfelt, that's what we were going for.
That was long. That was good.
Well, it's
I was
very
thinking
good.
like
That was
the
really
2
good.
breaks that Bree and I did. I thought it was like, okay, I would do like, hey, I'm New York Johnny. And then come back like 9 minutes and do another little bit.
Oh, nope, sorry, we're just going whole hog here.
No, that was good. Excellent.